my friends, it is a classic haul today. Just classic haul mode. I got some stuff from Ulta. I want to share about it. That's pretty much the basis of this video. I'm excited. I got some new things I want to experiment with. I got some certain things that I really bought with a distinct purpose. We'll get there. And also, I'm going to share a new thing that I've already been getting an influx of questions about, and I'm going to talk about that. I got it in PR, and it is the new Too Faced Better Than Chocolate palette. So I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. This is what it looks like. It's got that classic kind of Too Faced metal packaging, same size and shape as other well-known Too Faced palettes. This is what it looks like on the inside. We've got a lot of bronze in here, and really, when I laid eyes on this first, I thought cinnamon roll palette. Just a second. This is not the full review, by the way. I will do one, but I noticed just a lot of crossover, actually. Like, take your mind off of that glaring blue at the bottom and think more about the fact that there's just a ton of bronzy shimmer in these. So that's my first thought. Then I swatched it before I ever used it. And I don't always do that with palettes these days because I just feel like, you know, swatching does one thing. It helps you familiarize yourself with what kind of textures are in the palette, but yet it does not give you the experience of what it's like to put those on the eyes. So I take the swatches with a grain of salt, but I found shimmers in this palette to be very hit and miss. There were a few that were just like, wow, this is going to be an uphill battle playing with some of these. Then I do my first look with it, and I thought, well, you know, it turned out okay. I used a couple of the most challenging shimmers. Like this ooey gooey one seemed to be a bit of a problem. I think I layered on some reality check there. I just made a point to use a couple of the really questionable shades. The look turned out okay, but it wasn't like I was working with those colors with ease, you know? I felt like mattes went on really well for me that first go round, but some struggles with the shimmers. So this is a very ongoing thing. I would never like just use the palette once, throw out a full review. No, but I'm just sharing, like, this is going to be my little project for the upcoming week. And I do plan to get a full review out there to you on this. But just to tell you now, as I've said, I've got a few concerns about just the originality of what's in the palette and some quality concerns as well. Also, along with this palette, I was sent the Better Than Sex Easy Glide Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in the chocolate shade. So a nice dark brown. I have enjoyed the regular version of this, and this, you know, goes on nicely as well. It's a super fine point, maybe even like a teensier point than I remember the original liner pen having. The one in the pink packaging, you know, but it's just a nice rich dark brown. Would definitely work color-wise alongside this palette or so many others. So trying that out as well. And then we've got the Lip Injection Maximum Plump. This is in the chocolate plump shade. Now, a really interesting shade here. It's got a little more like pigment in it. With a lot of these that I've tried, they seem like so sheer, so barely there on the lips. And I'm not saying this is fully opaque, but can you tell by that shimmer right there that it does lay down a real reflective quality on the lips? So I've got that on today, and I think it's gorgeous. It's so pretty on top of my Revlon Color Stay Lip Liner in Nude. So that lip liner just gave me a little more opacity, a little more coverage across the lips. And then you pop this on and you've got that shine, you got that light bouncing off, you know. It's kind of a dusty rose quality, but there's some shimmer there. You can feel the burn with this one for a little while. It's not like the entire duration of the gloss being on your lips, but you know, you pop it on, it kind of rises up and you're like, okay, I'm feeling a tingle, kind of like a spicy tingle, not really the cooling sensation of buxom, but these have kind of more of that hot, a little bit tingly, burny feel. But I think this might have actually plumped things up, in all honesty. Like, I've got a real glossy look going. You're not seeing fine lines. Like, there's that respect, but I think size-wise, it actually does have an impact on your lips, you know, at least temporarily. So I actually think this product's really cool. But again, I'm gonna keep working with that stuff. That's a review in the future, okay? Next up, let me chat about something that I got from LA Girl. Now, you know, if you've been keeping up with my reviews, I tried a really impressive PR product here from LA Girl, the Sunkissed Glow palette. And I did a full video on this. Like, I wanted to shout this one from the rooftops. I think the quality in here is so nice. Like, isn't it sad? I mean, think about the price difference. And this one, I'm getting a real hit and miss vibe with the quality here. It was like dip into any shade, you're gonna have an easy time with it. So when I saw on Ulta's website that they were putting out some like smaller palettes packaged like this is called the Pro Neutrals, I thought, you know, it's another neutral eyeshadow palette, yes, but I'm intrigued by LA Girl and their quality. So I got it and I used this today, and with this color scheme, think Sunkissed Glow in the quality respect, it seems like, with all these shadows. Even this gold, you know, you might think, is that gonna be chunky? No, it's just a foiled, really intense shimmer. That's how their shimmers are. No screwy, flaky, just a glaze of color types of shades. Everything's pigmented, it seems. But this is kind of a little bit cooler, a little more on the rosy side, where the Sunkissed Glow goes more bronze. But there's a nice balance of matte and shimmer here, and I had a great time just putting together this look. I actually used a lot of this darker shimmer on a lot of the lid, and then went inward with, was it that one? One of these two, kind of medium, taupey, rosy, bronzy shades. Kind of murky, right? But like really just pretty quality with these. Impressive creamy feels to the shimmers, and then of course the mattes are just really nice as well. I'd say that was money well spent on the LA Girl Pro Neutrals, but I know they've got some other varieties of those palettes too, so that was cool. I say classic haul, but thus far I've had some experience with some of these things. Oh, here's another thing that I had to pick up from Ulta. I did my whole Essence video, and I was like, at that time, I saw that they had powder foundations, but they were doing the thing where it's like, they posted on the website, but it's not available yet. And it's just like, oh, what a tease. But I told myself when that came available, I would stock it and I would get it when it came out. So I got this Essence 16-Hour Cover and Last Powder Foundation in the shade Bright Beige. This shade right now for my skin, I feel like it's pretty light, you know? So I kind of used it today almost like under eye setting powder. It is smooth and creamy. You can tell it's a powder with coverage. As I swipe it across my hand, like I can see it kind of clinging on a little bit more. You know, there are just some qualities to powder foundations that differentiate themselves from your standard just setting powder. And I see that coverage in this product. Definitely matte, definitely not a glowy finish happening in here. They've got a little sponge or a little powder puff included underneath. Can you see that? And a mirror. I'm not sure if maybe to get the full scope of this product, I might need to get a deeper shade actually to feel like I can go all over my skin and get the right look. Right now, this is a shade that I'd probably only put on my under eye area. Looks all right there, but just saying. So my beloved e.l.f. small tapered brush, you know, they're not making this anymore. I love this brush. This has been the go-to under eye setting powder, and really just like powder in general on my face. I like to put it here, and I'll do the T-zone. With any like loose powder or even pressed powder that I want to set with, this is my go-to brush. I did that whole brush video recently, which, by the way, it wasn't just me sitting there and throwing out brush names, but I was applying a full face of makeup with every one of my daily use brushes, all right? So it's pretty informative. It's maybe not as boring as it sounds in the title. In that video, I was talking about the fact that the e.l.f. highlighting brush is not too far off from the small tapered. It's got the same shape, but it's a little fuller. And can it do the job? Absolutely, it can. It may not be quite as precise, but it can do the job. And then you know how I get about things, guys. I want to find the best. I want to find the best price. You know, I wanted something, it wouldn't satisfy me to find an e.l.f. small tapered brush, but guess what? It's going to cost you $45 to buy it. You know, like I wanted that price range generally, and I really wanted something just like it. So I purchased a couple of brushes off of Ulta's website. One is by Ulta. It's the Ulta brand Tapered Highlight 23. Let's just hold it up here. We can see size-wise, it's really similar. e.l.f.'s really seems like it tapers out and has a steep taper up. This seems a little more compact. It's actually got a little more flexibility to it. See how when I tap the skin, those bristles really bend. e.l.f.'s almost stay like a little chunk, but size-wise, it's absolutely perfect for reaching those certain areas I want to do, or if I just wanted to do T-zone, you know, I could see it working. It's just got a little more bend and give than I might want. And then I also got the Morphe M536, and this one, This really is pretty comparable to the experience I get with my e.l.f. Small Tapered. As you can see, the overall size, don't judge the cut so much, but mainly the size is really similar. And this one is a little more stiff. So I really enjoyed using this one today, setting the under eye, getting right in there. I feel like it's super soft. It's probably even softer than the e.l.f. and slightly fuller by the time it gets to the top. e.l.f.'s is a bit more of a steep taper. This taper is a little more subtle, but it really is feeling like probably the closest experience I've seen yet to that e.l.f. Small Tapered. So again, it's the Morphe M536. What was the nickname on that? They called it the under eye bullet brush. So it is actually intended to be used up in that area. But I thought that was exciting. I really wanted to show that. Honestly, that's probably one of the top reasons why I wanted to get on and do this Ulta haul today, was the fact that I had some tea on brushes that are like my e.l.f. Small Tapered brush, and I wanted to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about another great thing that they're taking off the market. The IT Cosmetics Miracle Water. Look at this. You know, this stuff I love so much. I've gone through, this is probably my third or fourth bottle of it. I love it. I use it every day. It's the first step when I sit down here. I get some on a cotton pad. I go all over my face. I don't wash my face in the mornings. I use this. And I like the thought that I was taking that step with my makeup, and it's something that's supposed to be skin brightening, anti-aging, skin softening. It just felt like it had more benefits than just your standard micellar water. But now here we are. We're going back to the drawing board. Maybe they'll go putting out something even more wonderful than this, or, you know, a revamped version. I don't know. But it got to where, like, you were only finding it at Sephora, and now it's gone. Now, I have had good luck before that with the Garnier micellar waters. They may not have as many bells and whistles, but I was like, I know it works for my skin. I actually did not get along so well with the CeraVe micellar water for whatever reason. I remember having some weird skin stuff shortly after I tried that. So I got a Garnier one. It's got a big, oh, it's got a sample on here. Brightening serum cream like taped to my bottle. But I decided to get the vitamin C all-in-one brightening one. So when I use up the IT Cosmetics, I'm going to go to this. It says removes makeup and cleanses and glows. Some people probably do use this stuff to literally remove makeup, but I love it as a first step for the day. It says dull skin, even sensitive skin. Again, they've taped on this sample of brightening serum cream, but it's obviously a better price than the IT Cosmetics, so maybe I'm going to love this stuff. I don't know, but I thought it was worth a shot, and I had used, do I still have it back here? Yes. I had almost finished out this micellar water rose cleansing water, all-in-one hydrating with rose water and glycerin. This was good for me. This was. And even the regular version of this stuff was good. But yeah, this is where we're at now. That's what we'll be moving on to. Oh, I got a new makeup headband. It's from Beekman. This was a brand that I wanted to explore after I saw a really nice, very inspiring social media post from the people who run this brand, and I thought, you know, what about that line? I've never really looked into it for skincare. And guys, it's all about goat milk. It's all about the goats. So I got their goat makeup headband. Look at the little goat ears on it. Can you tell there's even a goat tag? Cute. I want to put it on, but I don't want to like rake it down the front of my face. But maybe we can give you a little thought about this goat ear headband. Look. Oh. The ears are going to be a little bit floppy. I think that's cute. Okay, get ready, gang. That's coming. But look at it, little gray checked ears. And then this, I feel like it was marked down when I bought it. $49 it says on the label, but I think I got it for less. This Self-Kindness Skincare Spa Kit from Beekman 1802. It says it's made for sensitive skin, and I just thought this might be a nice way to try the brand, number one. Number two, I'm on this ongoing saga of things they're taking away that I've used for a long time. Okay, we've got e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush, we've got the IT Cosmetics Micellar Water, and then we've got the face wash cloths, like the Olay dry cloths that you get wet under the sink and they suds up and you remove your makeup. So I'm now like exploring other makeup removal options. And in this set, they had a makeup melting cleansing balm called Buttermilk that I wanted to try. Also, I'm going to be so all about this guy. I'm going to pop that in the freezer or the fridge and then use this little mask. I'm going to put the mask on, I'm going to put the goat ears on, and then I'm just going to chill and wait for the next product to be discontinued. But anyway, this stuff is so cute. cute. Look how cute. So the Buttermilk Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. There is a Milk Bar Facial Cleansing Bar, which might be fun to play with. Okay. There is a Milk Foam Calming Bubble Mask. All this stuff sounds so fun. And then also a Goat Milk Body Serum. That seems like a pretty big size there. I'm pumped about this stuff. Please tell me in the comments section, are you using Beekman? What's your experience? I'm really excited to try something new. And this just seemed like the perfect kit because so many of my like nighttime skincare steps and my morning too are locked in place. You know, I'm very happy with the products I'm using, like my serums, my moisturizers. I'm using, you know, Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair every night. I'm using most of the time e.l.f. Holy Hydration on top of that. It's a great combo. But these things like the body serum, the calming bubble mask, the makeup melt, the cleansing bar, they all seemed like different additions, different things I could try in my PM skincare that might just be fun, you know, but not really trying to overload myself with things that I already use and love. Okay, a couple more things here, you guys. I love the Kiss My Lash But Better in the style So Real, and they are now putting that out in a multi-pack, so I just went ahead and got that. This is one of my favorite lash styles for special occasions, but now that I have this multi-pack, maybe I won't feel like I need to be so special occasion about it. But they're a really durable lash, you know, they're one of the most well-made lashes I have. I love the brand Kiss for false lashes. I don't know what it is, I just feel like Kiss is greater than Ardell. And this style, holding it at a distance, you might think, gosh, are those super duper chunky? They've really got a lot of various lengths kind of thrown in there, and it is a lash that I would give a little trim to. I wouldn't just use these as is and pop them on my lash line. I would have to take off a little bit so they weren't too long left to right. I always wonder if when I talk about trimming the lashes, if everybody realizes I'm not like trimming the length of the lashes, but I'm trimming them so they're not too wide across the eye. Oh, they even say social media fave. I wonder if they know I like them, but yeah, I like those. And then I noticed e.l.f. has a No Budge Cream Shadow. This is my last thing, you guys. I got it in the shade Sand Dune. It says primer infused. So e.l.f.'s just like, let's put as many things as we can in these little pots. We got putty bronzers and putty blushes, and now we're gonna put our little No Budge Cream Shadows in there. Is this like e.l.f.'s take on, ooh, it's really, really thin. Taupe. Wow, okay, it's very full color. I would say a gentle satin finish, but not nearly as much shimmer as I was expecting to see in that. But thin as can be, like just barely got any on my finger and then swiped it across with ease. It's screaming one shadow look to me, which was what I was really hoping it would be able to perform like, you know, if I was just gonna buy one. So, wow, it seems like it really set in place fast. It's not rubbing off. Okay, that's gonna be one of those swatches that I just wear around on my hand all day, and my kids are like, what is that? Crease and smudge resistant, it says. All right, e.l.f. Sand Dune is that color, and it is just, couldn't be more classic taupe, right? That wraps up this haul, you guys. I was really excited to update you on some things, especially those brushes, let you know what's up with the chocolate collection. Reviews to come on some of this stuff, so thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for just enjoying my channel and spreading your love and joy in the comments section. I appreciate it so, so much. I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.